Hey everybody, Brian Sanders here from Raptor Dynamic and Simon Aslan as well. We're going to talk about some ways that we're stepping in to help support Revolution and i19 customers, and specifically in reviewing flight logs. Now we're going to share a QR code with you in a moment on the screen that take you to Vector's software and system. That's how we're able to help support this. But Simon, I'll turn it over to you. Walk us through why and how this came to be and all that stuff.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and share something on the screen here, and I want to explain just really quickly what we're looking at. So this is actually a QR code for a flight log from a Revolution i19. You can see it says GTEx right at the bottom. For those who don't know, flight logs are recorded on the drone. If there's an incident or a crash or some kind of operational issue, we can have the customer download the logs and share this QR code with us. This QR code, and I encourage anybody, pull out your phone and scan the code, will bring you to the backend management platform that we use to review those logs, and that is through Vector AGR. This actually allows us access to a couple different things like flight videos from any kind of incident, and any kind of operational data that we might need to look at to determine a crash or any kind of incident.
Right.
The
Now,
reason, yeah,
oh,
go ahead,
sorry,
Brian.
Simon. Let me just say too, obviously this is going to be very confusing and a lot of people are probably going to be pretty frustrated by this thing, right? Because a lot of people have said that all of GTEx's and Revolution drones are on their own software and the data's in Brazil or in America, or it's all their stuff. They're the inventor, they're the creator, and this obviously kind of disproves that. Now, I don't want that to be part of this conversation. That is, and your frustration is totally valid. It's understandable, but I please don't bring that to this forum. You should go to the person that you bought the drone from and ask them to, any of those questions or an explanation. We're just talking about how to help as a way that we can support the industry, because no matter what, everyone needs training and everyone needs help when their drones do something weird. Sorry, Simon, I just wanted to get that
No,
out of the
no,
way.
thank you for jumping in there on that. And like you
Yeah.
said, the training and the support is really what we're after. We just want to help the industry and paint the drones in the right light, right?
Yeah.
So again, yeah, scan this code, you'll see where it takes you. We'll move on and kind of show you what this code, what this data actually shares with us. So I'll give you an example.
And we're going to drop, by the way, Revolution customers, if you haven't been trained on how to pull flight logs, we're going to put the instructions in the comments here. So please walk through that yourself on your own remote controller, and then scan your own QR code. Okay, it'll look very similar to that one, obviously, but it'll be for your flight log. All right, Simon, this is the
Thanks,
video
Brian.
that came with the flight logs. It's uploaded to Vector's system, right?
Correct. So this video
Okay.
is uploaded to Vector system from the i19, and we're able to play it back, and we can see exactly what happened and what caused the crash, even right in the video. Of course, the data backs it up too, but what we see is it strikes a tree limb and crashes. And we also see right before the crash, there was the drone attempted to slow down. Now, it didn't slow down enough to stop. And there's a couple reasons behind that. One, pilot error in planning the mission incorrectly for the entrance path to the field. And two, we do also see that the firmware versions that are being ran on these i19 models specifically are quite outdated and don't have the same optimized systems in place for the obstacle detection and more. Honestly, it's not just obstacle detection. So that's a
Yeah,
big factor as
there's
well.
some safety. There's so many updates that have happened since that version of firmware we're seeing on all these.
Yep.
Yeah,
So we are working on a couple different solutions for i19 customers to bring them to the newest version, including potentially upgrading to Applicator View, which is our US-based software. So we're really excited about that, and we'll definitely share some more news as that develops. But
great.
right now, we are able to help existing customers for any kind of operational issues they have, and specifically reviewing the logs for any incidents that could happen in flight.
Great, great. Let's also talk about our knowledge base too, because these are essentially the same exact drones. So let's talk about our
Right.
knowledge base too, Simon. What have you done there?
Yeah, great. So if you go to our website, our support website at support.raptordynamic.com, which we'll link below, we have made all the HD 580 information public. So you can access all the manuals, all the how-tos, all the videos. We have maintenance guides and a lot more in that page to help you run these drones and service them and just be more knowledgeable at operating them, especially if you're new.
Great. That's excellent. And then I know that we also have a big promotion that we're running soon for all of our own Vector HD 580 customers. We're going to extend it out to the Revolution i19 customers as well. A lot of customers have come to us and said that they paid X amount of dollars for their Revolution battery or for the charger. They're identical to the Vector, the original OEM ones. But they're a lot less expensive. So we're going to extend that promotion to Revolution customers as well. And that'll save you a lot of money as you're getting ready for the field, and spraying season here. So that's
Yeah,
good
we're
news.
heading into peak spraying season, so we definitely want customers to be prepared. Accidents happen like we just saw in the video, so we have a full inventory of spare parts available for these drones with batteries, chargers, and everything else you can think of, ready to ship in our Missouri warehouse.
Great. Awesome. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope this is helpful. And just a quick note about prioritizing support. Of course, our commitment primarily is to our own customers, right? People that bought Vector HD 580s from our network, from our dealers. So please understand that, especially at the peak of the season, these HDs have been really solid. We don't have a ton of tickets open for them, but please do understand if we do have, a queue of tickets for flight log reviews, please know that we'll put Revolution customers after our own. I hope you understand that. Your feelings aren't hurt, but that's the right thing to do for our own customers. But again, we're still extending this opportunity for us to, use our staff and our resources and our expertise to help you understand at least what happened so that you can prevent that mistake from happening again, whether it's your own issue or also a lot of, in cases like this, firmware issues as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks, Simon. Thanks for your help. And a shout out to all of our dealers nationwide. They're out there supporting the HD 580 product out there. And also to our team, Simon, your team, the tech team, for helping get answers to people really quickly on these logs.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, everyone.